welcome to this week's Confident Club Cuppa.
Hey up. We were banging on about TED Talks on the last Cuppa,
We
Curly,
certainly were.
and we talked about you have to stick to time.
Yes.
And there was 5 guidelines, I think. We only got through 3.
We did.
Right, but to summarise what they were,
Yes.
this is if you're ever invited to speak at TED, they give you these 5 guidelines. The first one was rehearse but act spontaneous.
Yes.
Right, you can look at the Cuppa if you want to know more details about that. I love that. The second one was show vulnerability. And the third one was don't be tedious. So let's attempt to not be tedious for the next 2 minutes or so, right?
Yeah.
So because we're out of time, we have to stick to time. We've got 2 to go.
Yes.
Right? So the next guideline line is provide revelations in any TED Talk, and I would argue any presentation. What do you think they mean by that? Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
We've got a visitor.
Yeah, we're filming.
We're just filming. We'll get
You don't use any of your curves. Give us 5 minutes, Rich.
Oh, yeah.
We're actually filming now. Yeah.
We're not going to edit that bit because
No.
that was fun.
So that was just somebody coming.
Provide revelations.
Yeah, provide revelations, like when somebody comes in the room, right?
Yeah.
And the last one, change the world.
Oh, yes.
But let's just talk about provide revelations, right? What do you think now? How would you interpret that if somebody said, here's your brief?
Does it mean tell them something they don't already know, something new?
Yes, I think it
That
does.
could be pretty challenging.
I would
every
say
time.
a good question to ask yourself is this, you've got to recognise that quite a lot of people in an audience, especially if you don't know them or maybe they have that sense of why I'm here or I don't want to be here, like are kind of going, so what? I see a lot of speakers and they'll say something from the stage and the audience are kind of going, so it's kind of, for me, it's like, how do you get past the so what? What are you going to tell me that rocks my world, right? And that fits with change the world, right?
Because that could mean just change your own world.
Yeah.
Or the world of your
So
audience.
listen, most of us are not going to get invited to speak at a TED Talk, right?
No.
But that doesn't mean we can't use the guidelines. So I would say that one of change the world. Every time, like for example, when you give your next team briefing to like 10 people, or you give a big thing at 200 people, it's like, or you're talking to your kids, what is their world and how can you change it for the better is what I would say. I like it too, right? And on that note, even with that person coming in, had a pint of beer, right? And I don't even drink, but I quite fancy one, right? In the cold winter, right? I'll see there.
Yeah, bye.
Do you think we should do that again?
I don't know, who was that guy?
That's Richard, who one owners.